Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kickin with Cause. This is episode 90.
Oh.
Don't we love round numbers around here?
Yeah.
This is episode 90. Today we have a guest. She has been here before.
I'm back.
It's been about two years, but she is back. And
Better than ever.
This is Caroline, everybody.
They know. Hi, guys.
Well, if you don't know Caroline, she does TikTok.
Yep.
She has Instagram
I do.
where she posts photos
Every now and then.
every now and again.
It's been like...
And
That's it. That's all I do,
Yeah,
really.
that's
all
really-
I've
yeah.
got going on. But it's okay.
she's on TikTok, although in a few weeks we will be unemployed.
And cheers to it. I'm
And
kind of
cheers-
excited
and
about it.
cheers to it, yeah.
I needed some time off anyway.
It
I've been needing a break.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
I'm like pumped for
The
it,
TikTok
honestly.
videos, yeah.
We were talking about that today.
Do you have New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm doing dry January.
Okay.
It's going well so far.
How's that? What day are we on? 9?
I drank on the 5th, but I think I'm gonna. I think I'm going to just into next month, the first week of February. I'm not gonna drink because
Okay.
I had to drink on the 5th.
So it's like dry whenever you want.
Dry for a month in the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
and then I'm quitting vaping, which is also going really good.
Right. We did, yeah. We didn't go anywhere before this.
No, we did not. See, I just needed one more just to like top it off. You know what I mean? I have
think
been
that's
going
what
to that
every
vape store
addict
for a
says.
very long time. I had to say
You
my
need to-
goodbyes.
You did. You were in there for a minute.
Yeah,
You did not say your goodbyes.
I said goodbye as I was leaving the store. I was like,
You
bye.
said hello and goodbye.
It was
I'll
a
be
more.
back.
It meant more to me than it did to them.
Okay. Okay.
They
That's
didn't
fine.
know. I didn't want to tell them it was a forever goodbye. That's emotional. I've been going there since it was legal, for sure. Since exactly when it became legal.
Since exactly the day you turned the age
Mm-hmm.
that you could buy vapes.
Exactly. Actually, we got kind of fucked over there. It was 18 for most of our high school experience, and then like junior year, it became 21 in Chicago to buy nicotine. It did.
I remember that.
That was horrible.
Yeah, what a terrible, what a cruel government.
I know. Taking away TikTok, taking away
They're
nicotine.
taking away TikTok. They're taking away nicotine.
The United States government does not want you to have fun.
No.
No fun here.
And you know what? Girls just want to have fun, but they don't want them to.
Thank you, Cyndi Lauper.
But they
It's
don't
okay.
want them to.
It's fine. Yeah, my resolutions are quitting vaping and dry January. Oh, and I joined a gym.
Oh, yeah. We go to the
Yeah.
same gym now.
We haven't seen each other yet.
We haven't seen
but
each other and we haven't worked out together, but in
I
spirit,
don't want to work out with you.
in spirit, we are there.
I would go
Why?
to the gym with you. I would not work out with you.
What do you think I do?
You ran today. I have not ran in
It was a
years unless
jog.
I've been being chased. I really
How
haven't.
often are you being chased?
Not often enough.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. Look at the last
Not
year of my
often
life. Not
enough.
often enough. I'm always doing the
Oh my
chasing.
God. Oh,
Getting
that's
tiring.
good.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't work out with you.
I think it would be fun if we worked out together. We could do we could make like a joint fitness Instagram.
We're not on the same level of working out at the moment.
Yeah, but that's what's so great about it.
Because it makes you
You're-
feel good about yourself.
No.
And me feel like shit.
I never even said that. You're putting words into my mouth, but it would feel better about myself. But
I can't run. Like, I actually can't run.
I don't believe you.
I can walk on an incline. That's what I've been doing.
That's good.
Walking on an incline and then
You
abs.
can't run point blank period?
Like, I really actually don't know. I haven't tried. But I also would feel, I don't like running like stationary on a treadmill.
You'd like to like go outside, feel
Yeah.
the wind beneath your
Frolic.
wings.
Feel a little bit of fear, anxiety that pushes me.
What's the fear and anxiety?
Men. The outdoors.
That's fair.
Being subject to the elements. The elements being men, really. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
It
men
makes me
are.
anxious being outside.
Yeah, I never even really, because I saw that
Oh, you
recently.
don't have that problem?
No, I was gonna say I saw that recently online. Like some girl brought it up. Obviously, how like guys will just run at night, and I do just run at night, and I don't think about it.
I don't go outside at night. I'm not getting the sunsets I'm in. I can't go outside. I'm too scared. I don't want something that... The dark, there's something about it.
Yeah, in a weird, like sort of fucked up way, I run faster at night because I'm like, somebody might be behind me and I don't know.
What are they going to do to you? What fear do you have?
I don't know. Maybe they have like a needle.
A needle?
Yeah, that's my biggest fear. I don't have like regular fears where someone's just going to like try and fight
Just
me.
a doctor chasing you?
Yeah, in like a lab coat.
With the flu shot. You just don't want to get
You're
a finger
going to get
prick.
vaccinated. Just chasing me down the street.
Wait, why a needle? Like, you mean like drugs?
No, like I have like this like weird like fucked up nightmare in my head where like somebody just could like jump out of a van with like rusty needles and like stab me with them and throw me in the back.
So your biggest fear is tetanus?
No, but like that plus whatever's in the needle, obviously.
Okay, so drugs. We're back
Yeah,
full
I mean
circle to
drugs or I mean I don't know, maybe like I'm worried someone's gonna like inject me with a disease and then I'm patient zero and I don't know.
Probably not. I feel like probably not.
But you never know. People are creative now. There's a lot of creatives running around.
Why you though?
I don't know.
That's something to think about.
Yeah, maybe I should take that up with a
Maybe your fear
therapist.
is narcissistic.
Oh, like I'm good enough to be patient zero?
Yeah, like why would somebody jump out of a van and needle you? Out of everybody in the world.
I don't know. I just feel like they'll be driving by and they'll see my face. They'll be like, that guy. We should.
Okay,
he's got
so
that.
that's not
He's
a
got
realistic
like a
fear.
needle sticking face.
I feel like my fear of running at night is a little more realistic.
No,
than
it
yours.
is. It is. Mine's totally unrealistic. I just wanted to share.
It would be nice. Sometimes I want to go outside at night and I want to run at night. So it'd be nice if I ran at night and you ran 15 feet behind me.
We could do that, but
I don't wanna run with
think
you.
people will call the cops. They're just. I'm just like behind you. This
But
like.
it'd also be me looking back every few minutes just to make sure you're still there. And like, Jesus Christ, is she okay?
You just see us like running past somebody's house, and it's like you like checking over your shoulder, and I'm just like right on your tail.
You have like a flashlight on me. Let's do it. I would do it.
Yeah, let's. Well, I don't want to do that because I'm gonna get thrown in prison probably.
Do you run in the winter at night?
I can't anymore. Ever since I tore my shoulder again, because it feels like knives are like moving through my.
Because of the cold?
limbs. Yeah, it makes like the tear like really really sensitive, and it feels like there's pins and needles like running through my entire arm.
That's where the needle fear comes from.
Full
Call
circle.
back.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were those your only New Year's resolutions?
There was 3 of them. That's a good amount of New Year's
I know, no, it's
resolutions.
good. I was just asking. You don't have to get defensive.
I think, yeah. I think, well, there's some that are like, I haven't really like written them down or thought about them, but probably no more like shitty relationships would be a good one. For me.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. I think that I will say there are a lot of people that send in questions that feel like they're in the same situation of constantly going into shitty situations, shitty relationships.
Constantly is crazy.
Well, not constantly, just like frequently.
Pretty often.
Yeah, more than once.
Yeah, last time I was on the podcast, I was sitting here all giddy about my new relationship, and I come to you all today single and a victim of abuse. It's true. It's okay, though. I'm fine. Moving on.
Yeah, not to jump off of that.
I want to get back into it with the questions. If there are questions that are like pertaining to that, I would answer them. That's
there are
funny.
questions. We could do questions first. We could hop into questions right now if you want. Do you want to do
Your
some questions?
podcast, man. Yeah,
let's
sure.
do some. Let's do questions. Okay. So if you guys obviously listen every single week, you know that I normally do questions, and the questions pertain to, really anything under the sun. It's it's called questions. Sometimes it's advice. Sometimes it's really fucking anything they want to talk about. People
I haven't
really
seen the question.
Sometimes people
yet.
just I'm just letting you know. Like sometimes people will just like send like statements in like that
Okay.
are just like against me.
Oh,
Like they just say something like at me.
Really be
they
your
just
own.
had to let me know.
okay.
A few people keep saying, "Didn't y'all date?"
What is it? What is it?
Did we date in
Yeah.
7th grade? And we need to move past it.
I don't think we do. I would love to do like a full debrief of our lore one day. But I
We
fear
could
it's
right
like,
now.
It's word heavy.
It is word heavy. It was.
Listen, we've been through it all.
Well, there are some people that don't know, so we might as well just give them
I would say we've been through like every stage of relationship you can have, for the most part.
I mean, maybe not, but kind of.
We were friends, then we weren't friends, and now we're friends again.
Well, we weren't friends because somebody broke up with somebody after 24 hours. That's why we weren't friends anymore. It
I'm
wasn't
talking
like
about a different
we
stage
didn't
of
have
our
a
lore.
we didn't have a rough patch.
No, I'm
You
talking about
created
like
the patch.
beginning of high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we
guess-
were still friends. There
I mean,
was
we
just
were
a little
friends
bit of
in
a,
spirit.
yeah.
We just weren't.
There was some figuring out that needed to be done.
Yeah, there
and we
was-
figured it out.
We did figure it out. And here we are.
Some would call it a will they, won't they? And guess what? They won't.
Oh.
Guess what? No, they didn't.
Guess what? They won't.
And then we dated each other's best friends.
Yeah, which is even better. That's even better than us. That's like than
That
us,
was kind of like my favorite stage of our. No, it wasn't.
No,
I was gonna say
it
was a weird stage of our friendship. It was.
really
It was like we were
interesting stage
around
of
each other
friendship.
a lot.
Yeah, maybe in the same vicinity, but not
Yeah.
like.
We got closer after we all broke up.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is the sentence "we all broke up."
Yeah, like it was like we were in a quadruple.
It was a
little
joint
relationship.
decision.
What is that
Yours
called?
was like 8 months before mine. Your breakup.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. When they broke up, it caused a shift.
In
All of our dynamics.
yeah, it did really.
We
it
all
did.
had to readjust. You guys affected more than just yourselves there.
Yeah, but I would say, long story short, just so people have the spiel, Caroline and I met. What was it? 7th grade?
I don't know. Yeah,
Something
6th,
like
7th
that.
grade.
6th, 7th grade. We dated for 24 hours.
48.
48 hours. She ruthlessly broke my heart.
Sorry.
Then we stayed friends. Then we weren't friends because we were dating each other's best friends.
No, we were friends during that.
Yeah, but what are
We
you
were
talking?
friends during that. There's no but.
No,
there.
but okay, we were friends, but we weren't like friends how we are now.
No.
Okay, that's
We
what I meant
couldn't
to
be
say.
friends how we are now.
That's what I meant to say.
That would have caused issues.
And then we got better friends. We became better friends after it all ended.
And
then here
our
we are now.
exes love it.
And they do love it.
They love this friendship.
They love this, and they hope that we're thriving.
We miss them. Guys,
Yeah.
come home.
Somebody says, I love my boyfriend, but I have a coworker and kind of got the hots for him, but I would never do such a thing. I love my boyfriend, but my coworker's so hot and he flirts with me all the time. Very openly. Other coworkers mention it and I flirt back, okay.
Is that the end of it?
No, and I flirt back, I like it, but I think he's taking it too far. What do? You stop flirting with him, you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, you set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Make it clear that you're in a relationship.
Yeah. You draw a line in the sand, and you say, if you cross this line, my boyfriend, he's a big guy.
I
Or
feel
maybe
like-
he's not. He's a fighter. He's a biter. Let him know your boyfriend's a biter.
I feel like in this, they're acknowledging that it's wrong within the message.
Yeah, but they keep going back on their word. Because then they're like, I flirt with them, but like, I love it.
I
But,
would
like,
never do such a thing, and then explaining how they do such a thing is crazy. I would literally never do such a thing, and also I do it every day.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Stop flirting.
You
or-
love your boyfriend, but you're flirting with your coworker because he's by the way, so hot, 3 T's. They weren't holding back.
Oh, it's so horrible. I want
This
to
is-
see a photo of him so bad.
Terrible. Of who? The coworker?
A little bit. I'm sorry. She said so hot with 3 T's. Like, no, don't flirt with him, but also show me him then. Yeah, I would say stop flirt. You stop asking stupid shit. That's my answer. Actually, you know what you're doing.
Someone said, hey ho. So,
Hey-ho.
as a lesbian, salute, emoji, I never intend on living with a man. So,
makes sense.
this is to me. So you're my only chance at knowing, they want to know about morning wood? You people are sick.
Can I see the question? Please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey
You can read the
ho.
whole
So
thing.
as a lesbian, I never intend on living with a man. So you're my only chance at knowing the answer to this question. I'm so serious. Morning wood. Is it real? Is it every morning? Does it go away by itself? Like any details you'd be willing to share would be appreciated, King. Love ya. What in the fuck?
I feel like there's this beautiful thing called Google,
Yeah, that's Googleable.
and you
for
could just
sure.
get on there.
Actually, I want to answer it.
You want to answer the question?
Yeah, it's real and it happens every single morning.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Next question.
It's so sad.
It's so sad. It's a burden.
It
they
is
have to
it
live
is a
with.
burden.
God, men go through so much.
We do.
I feel bad.
Yeah. Somebody said, what keeps you up at night? The horrors of the world. Everything.
I
What
kind of
keeps
been
you up at
sleeping
night?
good.
You've been
recently.
sleeping good?
Dude, I got out of that relationship and suddenly she can sleep.
Really?
Crazy, yeah.
I haven't slept good since probably 2009.
And you're not in a relationship.
No.
Something to work on.
It is something to
Have
work
you
on.
tried Let Me Sleep? Have you never heard of Let Me Sleep?
Oh, isn't that like pill or something?
It's a gummy.
Oh, speaking of sleep, actually, my sister for Christmas bought me that Hatch alarm
Oh,
clock.
fuck you. I want one so bad.
Do you?
Yeah.
It is.
ya?
You walk into my room at night. It's actually. It has been helping. Not like an insane amount, but definitely better than usual. I sleep.
Okay.
But if you walk into my room, it just sounds like you like open my door and it's like an intense. I sleep to heavy thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like
Every girlfriend I know, one word, girlfriend. Like every girl in my life that is somebody's girlfriend got one for Christmas from their boyfriend.
From their boyfriend?
Yeah, they were all communicating this year.
Really?
Low-key kind of like a great gift as a boyfriend.
It is a fantastic gift, and I love how I just like the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It just lulls me to sleep, really.
All
Well,
of
not
my
entirely.
friends.
I'm just like, honestly, it's sort of changed to where like instead of just like laying there like thinking about things, like now I'm like laying there thinking about things and like there's a nice ambiance.
And you're in a thunderstorm. In the
Yes.
rainforest. That's
The
nice.
ambiance is awesome because you walk into my room and it's like a totally different vibe. It's like you like go into like this,
I kind of like thinking about things as I'm falling asleep. I imagine scenarios.
but it doesn't keep you up.
It keeps me up, but it keeps me up in a good way.
Oh, maybe I think we're thinking about different things. What scenarios are you thinking about?
Like happy ones most of the time now. I mean, there's been like, listen, more stuff I'm not going to say on a podcast, but what I was telling you about in the car, all of those things.
Right.
Been thinking about that a lot at night. I'm really anxious about them. But other than that, it's mostly happy things now. I have to reframe my thinking before I go to sleep because if I don't, this is a weird thing. If I don't think about something happy as I'm falling asleep, I'm going to have a nightmare about whatever I was thinking about as I fell asleep. I'm not kidding. If I think about something bad, a lot of times right before I go to sleep, I'll think about being on like a really high surface because I have a fear of heights. And then every single time I'll have a dream about being really, really high up and like dangling over a
But that's
city.
like, in a way, is that not exposure therapy?
But I don't want to be exposed to heights. I don't need to. That's my thing. You know what? Fuck everybody in overcoming fears. This year is the year of not overcoming fears. I don't want to overcome it. I don't want to not be scared of heights. I just don't have to go high up. It pisses me off, really, actually.
Well, I mean, that's like I feel like it depends upon the fear. And if it affects
Give me a fear you have to
if
overcome.
it affects your day-to-day life.
What affects your day-to-day life that you need to overcome?
Like a fear of driving.
I have that. Who drove me here? You. Problem solved. We're done.
You know what? I guess you're right.
I don't have to drive. Passenger
What are
princess.
some big-
My
what
left
are-
side is my good side. I like being in the passenger seat.
Most common
It's going to be like
fears.
arachnophobia. Oh my God. Don't go to Australia. Like, how often are you around spiders like that?
That's number one, arachnophobia, fear of spiders.
I'm a goddamn genius.
Claustrophobia. That one
Ooh.
kills me. I have it
But
horribly.
here's the thing. I did exposure therapy in rehab like 5 different times. What are they going to do for claustrophobia? Put you in a small room?
Yeah.
Let me out. Why are you in a small room?
It would just claustrophobia, I feel like, is like one of the worst ones because like you just like throw them in there and I would be like, ah!
Oh, it was sad. I had to watch other people. Oh my God.
Oh my
Give you a little tea. Other people, like my exposure therapy was more just getting me used to the symptoms of a panic attacks because I would have really bad panic attacks and I would make them worse because I would have panic attacks about having panic attacks. Like I would get anxious. I would get worked up enough to the point about having a panic attack that I would just end up having one.
I had that for like a month.
Yeah, so I had to get used to the symptoms of a panic attack, but other people like in my treatment facility had like more tangible fears, and one of them was social anxiety, and we were in like this big office complex, and so this poor girl with social anxiety had to go into the other offices like where people don't know that this is like a girl from treatment and like ask them a really embarrassing question and then like get a cup of water and spill in the lobby, like in front of everybody. It was like really sad.
My God.
No, it was horrible. And then like there was another girl that was like scared of like rejection. So she would just come up to everybody in the group and like ask them a question and we had to be mean to her and be like, go away.
That's terrible.
And they would just start sobbing and like you're supposed like you're helping them. So you have to like stick to it.
Oh my
It was horrible.
God.
Me though, I just had to breathe through a straw and like do jumping jacks to induce a panic attack. I'm not even kidding. They were like, we need to get your heartbeat thumping. And then they put like noise canceling headphones on me. So I couldn't hear. It was torture.
Oh my God.
No, it
That's
was bad.
really intense. Oh, here we go. This is for you probably. You would be better at this.
Okay.
Hi! 4 exclamation points.
Hi.
Love you guys both so much.
Love you.
I'm having boy trouble.
Okay.
I really cared about this boy I used to date, and my friend is now talking to him.
Oh.
Should I be mad? What should I do?
No. Don't be mad. What? You cared about, it was a boy you used to date? See, this is the thing. I want more details. I don't like that it's just a blank.
No, used to date.
They used to date.
Really cared about this boy I used to date.
Okay. And now your friend likes him, is seeing him?
Now talking to him. So
Okay.
it's sort of, I feel like we're at a crossroads right now where it could go one of two ways.
Yeah.
And you are the mediator here.
I feel like it's all about the approach. I'm assuming these two people have a decent amount of maturity between them, but they might not. I feel like I mean, first step is talking to your friend, obviously.
Yeah.
This is my theory. Nobody wants to hurt their friend.
No.
Like, nobody has the intention of hurting their friend. I feel like if you communicate most things, hopefully your friend is more likely to be like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Then I'll stop talking to him. I don't know. It was like,
Yeah, you just got to communicate.
Communication is key.
You got to just like be like, hey, like, I don't fuck with that.
Also, low-key fuck the boy for that. He's double dipping. That's not cool.
I don't think that would be something else, but
I feel like that's like, it's more lame on his part than no, it's more lame on her part, but also that kind of like sucks on his part. You know, they're friends.
Yeah, he did it on purpose for sure.
You think so?
I think so.
That's assuming that he's malicious.
I know. I assume most men are malicious.
You would be correct. Accurate assumption.
I'm just assuming here. I'm just trying to figure out who we're working with here, and we're working with a malicious fellow.
I feel like the answer is just talk to your friend and tell her how you feel.
Yeah, talk to your friend and be like, hey, listen, I don't like that.
You kind of have to weigh whether or not it's something that you're going to be okay with.
Yeah, like, are you going to be okay if they like get married, have children, and move to the suburbs?
Or maybe just start dating would be a
no.
good
You have to
start.
think like super far in the future.
Well, at that point, you're fine with it. But like if they're dating,
No, because sometimes people are like, oh yeah, you guys could date, but then they're assuming that they're going to break up, and it's like
Right.
the subconscious. Yeah, you got to think about that.
No,
So
my
it's-
issue would be the dating. You can here's the thing: if you guys get married, then you were meant to. I just don't want you to get there. I'm gonna stop you before you get there.
If you get married, you're meant to be, but not on my watch.
Mm-mm.
Not on my watch.
I'm gonna do everything I can to stop fate.
Yeah, I think realistically, if you really want to be, don't take this as advice and definitely don't do this, but I'm just saying, if you want to be malicious as well, like an eye for an eye type of situation, I'm just saying, let them get together, pray and hope they get married, storm the stage.
Oh, like rush the wedding.
Yes, rush the wedding and be like, I don't support it.
Does he have a best friend? That would
Okay,
be
now
my...
we're getting malicious.
Well,
Now
that would be
you're
yeah.
really
You
getting
fucking
malicious.
said rush the stage at the wedding. I just am
Yeah,
implying
but that's
that you
hypothetical.
should.
That's very real. That's
Mine is just tit for tat. Mine's just if it happens, it happens.
I suppose. Yeah, if he has a best friend,
You guys do a little switcheroo.
I would. Yeah, you guys could do a little switcheroo. Then you could really double dip.
Realistic advice: talk to your friend. Why are you commenting about it on a podcast? This is
Yeah,
my
don't
thing.
listen.
The
And why
hell?
are you asking me? And
We don't know
Caroline?
anything.
We don't.
We're
don't
about
know
to be unemployed in 15
yeah.
days.
Why are you asking two unemployed
Single.
TikTokers right now? Single. Don't keep going, by the way.
Okay. I was going to. I was thinking of more.
Yeah. Talk to your friend. Please. How was I as a boyfriend when we dated for 48 hours?
How are you as a boyfriend for 48 hours? You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
No
I didn't
complaints.
cheat.
Nope.
Super loyal.
Super loyal.
Hard to not be.
Yeah. Communicative.
No.
You were.
Well,
Probably.
I was.
Yeah.
It was one-way communication.
Yeah, I was not communicative.
It was. I was sending blue text after blue text.
Yeah. I was figuring things out. And I figured it out pretty quick. 48
Yeah.
hours.
I mean, that you did figure it out pretty quick.
Here's the thing. I was young. I was anxious.
We weren't young. We were children.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were just
children.
young. We were children. We're young now.
Anthony wanted things to progress a little faster than I did.
Yeah. I tried to hold her
my
hand
Yeah.
like
fucking
24 hours in,
crazy.
which is insane.
Just like get a grip. And so I decided to end it.
The relationship.
Yeah, it was not an easy choice.
It felt pretty
And I will tell you, I
swift.
do remember that Anthony asked for a second chance.
I did ask for a second chance, but I never asked for a third.
No, you did not. No,
I'm
you
saving.
did
I'm
not.
saving that one.
If you were, I was gonna say if you'd asked for a third, maybe we'd be in a different position right now.
No,
we're
I don't
not.
think so. I think I would just ask for a third, and then you would have just hung up.
I fear I did hang up after you asked for a second. I was in the car with my friends and my mother. Do you remember that? You called and you were like, "Are you okay?" And I handed the phone to our friend Danny because I was nervous.
Yeah, which I did not appreciate.
I got scared. My phone rang. I answered my phone from my own boyfriend. I was like, "Hi," and he was like, "Hey, you good?" And I was like, I handed my phone to my friend Danny, who's in the car with me. Danny was like, "Hey, Anthony." Anthony was like, "Hey, could you give the phone back to my girlfriend?" And then Danny looked at me and said, "It's for you."
Yeah.
My phone the whole time, by the way. I was like, hi. And I think you were like, are you good? And I was like, I think we should break up. And you were like, what? We were just, bear in mind, we were together about 3 minutes before this conversation, like in person. And then I think we hung up, and then I think we texted.
Yeah, because the reason you were immediately in the car after was because I think I tried to hold your hand and then you ran away.
I was like, I gotta go.
And then you had your mom pick you up.
I was like, Mom, you need to come right now. Things are progressing. It's getting crazy. My mom also didn't know I had a boyfriend, and she couldn't because I was just not telling her that.
Right.
So I just want to say publicly, I'm sorry.
And we forgive you.
Thank you.
So does everyone on the podcast.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
Why are you guys asking me for workout tips?
One of the questions was should I suck my boyfriend's toes?
Somebody asked if they should suck their boyfriend's toes.
Yeah.
Listen, you do whatever you want.
Listen, hell yeah.
And by the way, don't tell me.
Do
whatever you want.
Don't keep us posted on it.
Do whatever you want and never speak about it again.
My question is, like, has he asked for that, or are you just...
Or you just, like, really...
You want to do it.
Yeah. Those little piggies call to you.
Answer the phone. Answer the phone.
This little piggy went to the market. This one's going in my mouth.
I'm all for it. Suck his toes. Why not?
Why not? If you feel like it.
Suck a toe. 2025. It's a platform I'm running on.
Yeah. Toe sucking in 2025?
Not a yuck. It's not a yum, I'll yuck.
That's actually going to be my campaign.
I taught Anthony that phrase today. That is not a yum, I will yuck.
Yeah, I never heard that in my life.
I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
That's interesting.
If you could universally say one thing to all living beings one time, what would you say?
Chill the fuck out.
Period. Okay. I actually think if I heard that, like, from a voice in the sky, I would be like,
sorry.
Got it.
Oh
like,
my God, sorry.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine you're like on your way to like do something like maybe you shouldn't be? Like maybe it's a Friday night and then you just
chill the fuck out.
And you're like, holy shit.
Yes, sir.
That would honestly change my life.
Yeah.
If I just heard that.
If we all heard it at once.
Yeah.
Text, do you hear chill the fuck out?
Everyone looks at each other like, you hear that? Yeah.
Chill the fuck out. I think I would say.
What would you say?
Do you ever think about this? Like, you see those videos of people walking in New York and the guy is like, hey, what do you do for a living? And what would you, yeah. I'm always stressed about that. I don't even live in New York, but I'm walking around being like.
I walk around my house worried someone's going to like pop out of my closet.
Yeah, like what's one
what
thing
do you
have to say? Because people get caught out on that. Like some really smart people, everybody walks away from that scenario being like, I should have said anything else.
Yeah, I felt stupid, dumb.
So I think mine would be that you shouldn't take criticism from people you wouldn't go to for advice. I got serious. Sorry.
Oh, that's what you would say to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think somebody said that to me once and it was like...
Beautiful. Profound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter.
Okay. Damn.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh my God.
I say one serious thing. Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Fuck.
I think that was good. I had something to say and it just totally flew out of my noggin there.
Because I rocked your world.
Well.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Rock your world, that's a fun. It doesn't mean there's no subtext. That's what I was laughing at though.
I feel like there is subtext.
There's a subtext if you weren't friends forever like us. Then there's a subtext. But for us it's totally I'm not even gonna know. I wasn't gonna continue.
We're just rocking each other's world.
We're just rocking each other's world. On questions, but yes.
What do I do if I want a boyfriend and girlfriend so badly? I'm a
both?
fucked in the head alt girl, so that should explain something, but I don't know what.
They want both?
I think they're bisexual and they would like one or the other.
Oh, I thought like both at the same time. I was like, listen, you need to get yourself in a challenger situation.
The queer. I don't think.
Both at the same time is more fun though. If I just wanted to add.
And don't I know it? I think that if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, I think you should never go into a relationship wanting a relationship.
What?
And that's a hot take. I think
What does that even mean?
Let me cook for a second.
Okay, sorry. Geez.
I think that if there's never been a point in my life in which I've been like, oh, I want a boyfriend so bad. And you know what? Every boyfriend I've ever had will agree with that statement. But I think if there's a point in time in which you're like, I really want to be in a relationship, and then you start seeing people and going on dates, because of your want to be in a relationship, you're more likely to disregard red flags. And you're more likely to be like, listen, they're not perfect and there's some things that I would change and this thing's a little off, but like I want to be in a relationship and he's good enough. And then you find yourself settling. And that that shows up later on. And that's my take on it. So what do you do if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend so badly? Just stay put. Don't do a goddamn
maybe
thing.
not stay put.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
mean, like, you know.
I don't know.
But I do agree with you.
Get on the
You
apps,
changed my
girl.
mind after that.
Like what?
Which ones though? They're all terrible.
Raya?
Okay, well, I don't think they're.
You don't know who they are. This could be the fucking Madeline
Queen?
Klein asking this.
Yeah, Madeline Klein listens to this show every single week.
A fucked in the head alt girl.
That's Madeline Klein.
They said I'm a fucked in the head alt girl, so that should explain something, but I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what that actually explained. What you liked in
Yeah.
1975? That doesn't help us in your search for a
I
relationship.
don't think that's.
That's what I got from fucked in the head alt girl. I'm envisioning somebody who like fucked with Lil Huddy in 2020.
Would that be?
I think people there's
I don't
a
even know
wide
what is-
range.
what is alt?
Alternative?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like,
She wants a boyfriend or girlfriend, and she listens to the Arctic Monkeys.
okay, now I'm there. I could see
She's
it now.
watching this and nodding. She's
Yeah.
like, correct.
Yeah, I think just go. I think a good place to meet people would be concerts.
Really? That okay? We're being serious.
I
yeah.
mean, you have a common interest. Well, they said they want one so bad. I'm not trying to find the cream of the crop. I'm just trying to help them out here.
Yeah. No.
I'm just trying to get them in a situation where they might find someone, maybe not.
Yeah. Go to things that you like, and you'll
You
find
might not find
like-minded
your future,
individuals.
but you could find the next month of your life there.
Yeah. That's actually good advice. Go to the places that you like, and then you'll find like-minded individuals.
Yeah. I'm convinced I'm going to meet my wife at a Barnes & Noble.
That's actually a great question. That's not on this list. But where do you think you're going to meet the love of your life? Do you think you've already met the love of your life? That's gonna be edited. That's gonna be an edit on TikTok within like 2 days. Where do you think you're gonna meet the love of your life?
Sitting in my living room doing a podcast.
Aww. Listen, it would be convenient.
What?
I've
it would
thought
be
about
really
that. It would be
convenient,
so
actually.
convenient. But it's not it, guys.
Yeah. Wait, shit. What was the question?
Where are you gonna meet the love of your life?
Oh.
Or like under what circumstances? Do you think you already have?
I don't.
Do you think you have
I don't
one?
think so.
Okay.
I don't think I have necessarily. Do you?
Met the love of my life, maybe.
Okay.
Sometimes. I don't know who it is.
Sometimes.
I have a feeling he's around though.
Like you're thinking of someone, or just like in general.
In general.
You're not thinking of anybody.
I sense his presence, and it's almost
Like-
more
like you-
daunting because I can't figure out who it is.
Like he's mystical or something.
No, he's around. I just don't know who he is.
You feel his spirit.
Yeah.
You can't see, but you don't know who it is.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay. If you didn't have that viewpoint, where would you think you would meet?
I'm like Hinge. I don't know. I'm kidding. Where do I think I'm gonna meet my husband? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Okay.
Jeez, okay, I'm sorry. Well, let's
I
move on to a
asked
different-
you this question.
I know,
This
I'm
is a
sorry.
funny thing.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, this one's bad.
What?
I'm scared. Actually, I resonate with this. 16-year-old Caroline resonates with this
Okay.
deeply. I'm scared of commitment, and I got a boyfriend last week, and I already feel the need to break up with him. He did absolutely nothing wrong, and he's a great guy. How do I fix this problem? Because I don't want to hurt him.
Don't call him. Definitely don't pick up the phone and hand it to your best friend in the back seat.
I'm sorry. I used to have the worst anxiety with, I don't even know if it was commitment. I think it was just like the idea of being in the position to let somebody down freaked me the fuck out. And so I would like entertain people and be in situations with people where it was getting romantic and where it was leading to being something official. And then like right moments before the act of making it official, I'd cut and run, which is evil, horrific, like terrible.
Wicked,
Yeah, wicked.
some might say.
I fucking love wicked. But this was when I
But
was
we're
like
holding space.
Yeah. This is when I was like
For
15 or
old
16.
Caroline, we're holding space for her.
And I remember
She's right here
yeah,
in
my
spirit.
my high school relationship, I had liked this person for like a long time. But here's the thing, I would like somebody so much until they liked me. And then
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
know. I
like
remember.
yeah. The second somebody would like me back, I'd be like, "Oh, gotta go."
Got a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
like
think that
Jimmy
was a
Neutron.
projection of me not liking myself because I'd be like, oh, I love this
Oh,
person.
wow,
And then
deep.
I know, then they would like me and I'd be like, ew, poor taste, gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, actually, it was really fucked up. But
it's
then
like you're just like, I don't like me. But why don't you not like me?
Yeah, like
and then
what-
they did, and then you were like, no, wait, I was right the first time.
Yeah, that's crazy and gross. Why would you like me? You have bad taste and I don't like your judging character. And so therefore I don't like you anymore. And these poor men.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got into a relationship in high school, and I remember the day after I started dating this person, my neighbor, who was also my best friend, picked me up. And I just looked at her and I was like, I'm really scared that I'm gonna fuck this. Like, I think I'm gonna break up with him. Like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, Caroline, do not do this again. And I didn't. And I saw it through, and it ended up being a good relationship. So my advice is just see it through.
See it through. At
Give
least
it like
like
a month.
yeah, you don't know. You can't decide after a week.
It's not that you don't like him. It's that you're scared
You don't
of
even
commitment.
who is he? He's
Yeah.
just a figment of your imagination right now.
You're making the commitment bigger in your head than it actually is. You're not engaged, my love. You're just dating him.
Yeah. It's just a Thursday.
It literally is just a Thursday. Every day is just a Thursday. And he's just a guy.
Even if it's yeah.
Once you accept that most if not all men are just some guy, life gets easier.
And that's how I started thinking about myself.
You're just some guy. You actually are. You are just some guy sitting
I'm
next to me.
just some guy that met you in 7th grade. And then-
Me, however, I'm a woman, so I'm made of the cosmos, and I'm divine and perfectly created. You, just some guy.
Yeah.
And it's just a Thursday. That's all we have to say.
Yeah.
No, but on a real note, it's like you're making it bigger in your head. It's not that deep.
Yeah, you're turning it into, I mean, you're spiraling after a week.
I think they're looking for a solution to the fear of commitment. Don't be.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Solved it. You're welcome.
Just don't.
Wait, stop. For real.
That's what worked for me when I was having like a bunch of panic attacks. I just went to the doctor and they were like, don't. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm cured.
I
That's how I
heard that
felt.
so many times. It worked.
That's
every
what
time.
happened. That's what happened to both of us.
Yeah. And then they were like, here's so many drugs for your 16-year-old body.
Yeah.
You have fun with that.
Don't do that. Don't
They
do
were like,
drugs.
here's some medicine for you. It'll make you feel so much more calm, and it will take away your personality. And also, if you see the Hat Man, do not make eye contact. that was our teenage
He's
experience.
not your friend.
He's not your friend, no matter what the Hat Man says. He is not your friend.
Even if he brings gifts and tea, he is not your friend.
Frankincense and myrrh. He is not your
Can you
friend.
imagine just like waking up, seeing him, and he's just like, you like sprint out of the room, and he's just like, I'm just trying to hang. He's got like cards and
He's
some
also
coffee.
and also the takeaway from this episode is that the Hat Man is also just some guy. Literally.
Yes. Who could use some moisturizer
Mhm.
and maybe a new
Could we
skincare
are
routine?
imagining the same person in our head. We
I
have the
think we
same
are.
Hat Man, probably.
I think so. I think he's just everyone's hat man.
No.
I think it is. I think we just have the same one.
Yeah. Everybody has a Hat Man. We have the same Hat Man
Yeah.
because we live close. It's a short distance. He drives.
Yeah. They actually they work between zip codes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. How do you all feel about being friends with benefits with your ex, and why do you think he wants this? Wait, that's so vague.
Wait.
How do
What
y'all
is-
feel
what?
about being FWB with your ex, and why do you think he wants this?
And why do I think he wants this? Because I think we all know why he wants this.
Wait, but like I
think we
love
all
how
know.
that's worded as though there's
I like
so
how there's
much
a
more
period.
content.
I like how there's a period and then just no capitalization, and then they just do. And why do you think he wants this?
Yeah, you made it seem like you told us more about him than you did. I think
Yeah.
being friends with benefits with your ex is fucking sick, frankly. I really do. Wait, I really do. I think I'm in like an unhealthy mindset surrounding this whole thing. I want to be friends with benefits with my ex, but we have different exes, unless it's the same one. In that case, I was gonna say something so funny, but you would have to cut it anyway. No, I do think being friends with benefits with your ex is cool. Do you not?
I mean,
See, this is actually a conversation Anthony and I would have at a coffee shop in which I would be like, so I think I'm going to be friends with benefits with him. And Anthony would be like, certainly not.
yeah. And then she would do it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's when Caroline and I, when she asks me for advice, it's sort of just to kind of see where I'm at on the situation.
Yeah.
I don't think she actually takes anything I say. Like I feel like you just want to know where I'm at and how upset I might be
Yeah.
if you were to do it, because you're going to do it anyways.
I think more often than not, too, with you, though, I've learned to ask more for forgiveness than permission. I tell you things after the fact now. I'm like, guess what I
She
did?
doesn't
And it's something horrible.
Yeah, she doesn't actually say anything to me beforehand. It's usually just like a bombardment of what has happened, not what will.
Or get in Anthony's car, we meet up at a coffee shop, and I say everything bad I've done. And then Anthony is sitting there shaking his head and going, okay.
We usually just like, it involves me picking her up. It's very cordial. We get the drinks. Then the moment we sit down at the table, it's like you go,
So guess what I did last weekend? So guess where I woke up on Sunday morning? And Anthony's like, Jesus Christ.
not in my house.
No. Wait, I stand firm in the idea. Okay, depending on why you guys broke up and how bad the situation is, I think being friends with benefits with your ex is cool because then you guys already kind of know each other's vibe. You already know what each other like. It's simple. It's convenient. It prevents either of you from having to like go out and see somebody else that's gonna upset the other person. I think it's great.
I don't think it's great. I'm gonna be the angel on the shoulder because Caroline's clearly the devil here. I'm thinking this is a horrible, terrible idea, and it's probably just gonna end up like if you still have feelings, which I'm assuming you probably do to some extent.
That's the best part. Continue.
I would say that's the worst part, actually.
Okay.
But I mean, if you still have feelings for them, I think it's a bad idea because it's just going to end up in sort of like this weird, like dynamic.
The limbo. I love the limbo.
You like the limbo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more of a seesaw, though.
I think you should almost exclusively be allowed to hook up with only your ex. That's my thoughts and feelings. It really is.
I feel like
fun.
I keep trying to say something, and then you're like, you know what? It's like you're digging a hole, and you
make
just,
it worse.
Grab the shovel, and then you're like, let me just
I want to make it clear,
more.
I'm not referencing my ex.
No, you're just referencing
the most recent one, not that one.
General.
I'm not referencing either. No, it's okay.
Yeah, we're not referencing anybody.
No, I'm just saying in general, your ex. You should hook up with your ex. Yes, I think you should.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. I don't really care anymore.
I think you know what? If they were like in a really bad situation, they would have been like.
They clearly wouldn't have been thinking about it. But I don't. The second part is what's killing me.
Why do you think we can just look at the camera? Why do
Clearly
you think he wants this?
What? Yeah. I mean, come on.
I could tell you why he wants it.
Yeah, I think we.
Why do you want it?
I don't think she. Do they?
I mean, how do y'all feel about being? Yeah, they're considering it.
They're considering it. Well, I think you convinced them about 5 minutes ago.
I think he wants it probably because he doesn't want you hooking up with other people, and also because you're smoking.
Or because
I don't know why he wants it. Oh, all the things I said.
And he wants to hook up with other people
God,
on the side and
him.
not tell you.
You think so?
Yeah. Why would he break up with it? Why would he break up with her in the first place?
How do we know he broke up with her?
Why would they break up in the first place?
They weren't compatible emotionally, but they're compatible physically. Get it? I say do it. Go and rock his world, girl. Have a good time.
All right, let's go to the next question, please.
Caroline, do you ever smoke weed? No. That's the whole answer. Do you like redheads, blondes, brunettes, or black-haired women?
Oh, talking to me?
I would assume so.
Really.
Okay.
If they're in a Barnes and Noble, I think that's more important.
Is it really? You really think it's gonna be a Barnes and Noble?
I think it will be like a bookstore or something. I'm like imagining like.
You just want a literate woman. His standards are so low. He just wants a girl that can read. That's all it is. Doesn't matter what color hair. Doesn't matter anything. Just
you know what? And you can make fun of that all you want, but most women don't even care if the guy can read.
What if she's in the fucking cardboard? Like what if she's like in the Ouija board aisle?
Even better.
Okay.
Well, then she's like a witch, and like she could like hex us together, and like if we ever break up, like terrible things will happen to me. So it's not like, but she does it because she loves me.
How the fuck do I get the reputation for the fucked up one?
What are you talking about?
I was just saying hook up with your ex. You want someone to have a voodoo doll of you.
Just because she loves me.
Okay, hook up with your ex because you still love them.
Yeah.
We just love.
If someone has a voodoo doll of you, you can't leave.
Yeah, kind of.
And that's love.
You sounded like a role model for a second. And that's love. That's community.
That's love. That's community. And that's uplifting your partner.
Okay, next
How many
question.
questions do we have?
I don't fucking know. It is like a lot of people asking you about How do both of you deal with your mental health? We don't, babe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
It deals with us. It deals with me, actually. Okay? I don't deal with it. It deals with me.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I take control.
Would you rather never be able to scratch an itch or never be able to pop a pimple? Dumb question.
Never be able to pop a pimple.
Duh.
An itch would drive me up a wall.
That's not even close to comparable.
That's not even close to comparable whatsoever. You would have to ask me, like, would I rather not scratch an itch or let somebody shoot me in the head? Like, that's the only way that I would be like, all right, maybe.
I feel like pop a pinch, like, you just pop a patch on that hoe.
Yeah, you don't even. There's not even a reason to pop. You people are just greedy.
You guys are still popping your pimples.
Yeah, you guys are just greedy, and that's why you have acne scars, and you need UV red light, right?
I popped one last night actually, but I didn't have to. It was more of a.
You popped and locked.
Speaking of who's the better dancer was the next question.
Really? Not me. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's Anthony. That's.
You think it's me?
No, it is you.
I've never
for
even
sure.
seen you
I
move
don't.
in such a way.
Because I don't. I can't dance for shit.
I've never even even if everybody, I've actually never even seen you try
No.
anywhere and ever.
No, I don't. I don't even try alone.
You ever just?
Nope. Actually, my go-to, like at the bar, 2-step.
Oh, you just 2-step forward, 2-step back.
I'm not like doing the fucking do-si-do, but I'm just step side to side. Like,
Put your hawk in the sky, move side to side.
yeah.
That's the
Stick
only
it
time I would
glide.
ever go full out. Like if somebody was like, "We're gonna do."
You can dance though. Anthony actually can dance.
Put your hawk in the sky.
I'm
move
not even
side to
saying
side.
that to like fuck with you. Anthony does have like rhythm. Like he can dance for sure.
Well, because I've been playing instruments for so long.
But even before like
Comes with
early
the
high
actual
school,
rhythm.
like I'm talking like
That's how I got her in 7th grade.
in like
I was popping and locking outside the Starbucks, and she was like,
Yeah.
"That's hot."
I said I want him. No, we don't actually know where we met. That was a different question too.
Oh yeah, I don't remember either.
I have no idea.
It's like a blur, and then
It was probably a basketball game.
yeah, but I only remember the trauma. So of
Or
you
maybe
breaking up with me,
No, I don't know. It was probably a basketball game. You're
it probably
playing.
was. I was probably balling.
Yeah, probably.
I was probably hooping.
Was your
like
number 22?
crazy. Yeah, it's weird. You remember?
I have like a vivid memory of like a tiny you running down the court, and it was 22.
Yeah,
I said, "That's my man," and
Yeah.
in 72 hours he will not be.
but right now,
But right now, that's my man. Like I don't. There's the
any
rest of the
news?
questions. Do I have any news?
no, I have news.
Oh, we're gonna do the news now. Whatever
Okay.
the fuck that means.
Oxford Word of the Year. You're not gonna like this. Hold on, I'm getting the article. There's also other ones too that just missed the list. The Oxford Word of the Year, everyone. This is current events segment, by the way. I didn't say that, but it's not really current events. It's more just like news because like current events.
Get
is
to
like
the word. I'm on the edge of my seat.
brain rot. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, I don't like that.
The last
That's
time we
just,
did this,
like,
it was
cringy.
goblin mode. I double checked, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking worse. That's so much
Dude,
worse.
I'm about to go goblin mode. No, I'm not actually. I don't even remember what that means. But brain rot is now the Oxford Dictionary's word of the year. How does that make you feel?
I guess it makes sense, but
Well, yeah, because it's just the most used word. You're not gonna like the other ones either. Demure was runner up.
really,
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because everybody.
Hi TikTok.
Everybody. I also feel like everybody just like pretended like they knew what it was and like they didn't Google it when
I
they first
did.
heard it.
That's like not that difficult of a
I
word.
meant the majority of the internet.
Okay. What's the next one?
I'm not saying you didn't know the word. Dynamic pricing. I've been using that a lot.
We've been talking about dynamic pricing. What the fuck does that even actually mean?
Well, I'm assuming it's price. Dynamic pricing is a loan transition or a
No, skip. Don't care.
lore.
That
That's
should
your
be
one word of the
number
year.
one. Yeah.
That's your one word of the year.
That's
The oldest sense
good.
of lore in the Oxford English Dictionary is the act of teaching, the condition of being taught, instruct, blah, 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 blah.
I feel like lore was used more than
It's
brain.
1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Lore.
Yeah. That makes sense. That adds up.
Animal lore, bird lore, plant lore, fairy lore.
Yeah, like there's like ancient lore.
Yeah, I know there's ancient lore.
1,000 years makes sense. That adds up.
Romanticy was the next one. Combination between
like
romance
to
and
romanticize something.
No, like a combination between the genre of fiction and or romance and fantasy.
Oh dear God.
And
That's book talk right there.
This one, my favorite, slop.
Slop.
Yeah, not
Like-
slob.
Slop.
But slop has been used to refer to cultural materials since at least the mid 19th
Oh, that is
century.
not what I was thinking at all.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's not the slop on Urban Dictionary. I'll tell you that much. That is
It's not the slop we grew up with. I'm so
What does it even
sorry,
mean?
I don't know. I don't like where that came out of my mouth. I'm
we grew up with. That also sounds like a slur in that context.
It's just that's not how I use slop. That's not how I heard people use slop growing up.
I've never. No, I know what you're saying. Though.
Yeah, let's move on from it.
Slop. Sorry. Would maybe lead us down a different road. I think that's what. Yeah. Anyways, moving on from that. What else do we have here?
Moving on from slop.
We have these astronauts. Did you know they're still in space? Did you know about this?
I didn't even know there were astronauts in space.
So
Bring our boys home.
there's a woman as well.
Are they stuck?
Yeah, they're stuck. So
That sucks.
here we go. Stranded NASA astronauts, they sent a Christmas message from space, which like
How did they get the Christmas stuff?
because they have here's the thing. So they obviously have they're able to send them shipments because it's like smaller aircrafts and there's less logistics. Obviously, it's much easier to just send a bunch of shit. They're not worried about people dying. There's a lot less things that look over, but they don't have enough stuff to get them back right now. So they're just sending them fun things.
With everything that was sent, I would get more irritated.
You're gonna want to hear this. So there's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Were launched into space on the 5th of June on what was due to be an 8-day test flight simulation. They've been there since. Could you imagine?
If I was supposed to be somewhere for 8 days and they started sending me hats for Christmas, when I touch down you better never bring me home. Because the second you do, I'm suing everybody with a pulse.
No, that's the thing though, is that
sued.
they're stoked. They had to do a bunch of
What's the ratio looking like
interviews.
up there?
3 to 1.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're getting freaky?
Care.
Do you?
No.
In space?
No, they have families. And they're
How do you know?
because they say they got they talk about
they
it.
say they got family.
They say they got families, man.
Okay.
They're not getting freaky. I do think about
They've
that
been
in
up there a
every
long
single
time.
fucking space movie ever, though.
They've been up there a long
I
time.
know that they're super smart and they should understand the code of ethics, but I don't care if you have a 200 IQ. If you're in space with somebody
Space
for
is fucking
year and a half or
Vegas on roids. What happens in space stays in space for real.
something. For real.
For real. They're getting freaky in space. And good on them. If I was stuck up in space for fucking 8 months, I'm getting freaky for sure. I don't know if I'm ever coming home. I gotta stop coming on this podcast. Been really unhinged.
I've honestly just been letting you go, and then sometimes I think you're gonna stop and you keep going.
The
And
clips are
that's-
gonna be bad.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just me being like, hook up with your ex-boyfriend. Fucking space. Have so much fun, guys.
Oh my god. This is let's see. They were last month the crew were given a day off to celebrate Thanksgiving. They're up there. They could take a day off whenever the hell they feel like it. They're just up there chilling.
What do you mean day off? What are they doing?
Well, there's obviously duties that they have to attend to.
The fucking spaceship chores.
Yeah, you have to maintenance the ship every day.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And also I'm assuming they were like, hey, we're not gonna be able to get you in 8 days, so how about we just pay you and you work and look at stars and write things down and maybe look at the surface of Earth and tell us things. It's got to be fucking wild as hell because there was when the hurricanes were going around, I saw photos from up there and they would just watch the destruction happen. Also, I saw recently, so there was when they went to the moon, obviously in 1969.
Just kidding. I believe in that. I'm kidding. I believe that.
We know.
I for real believe that for sure.
But
yeah, when they went to the moon, when they were in a fucking studio.
Yeah, when they went to the moon.
When they were on a studio in Studio City, California,
Yeah.
for sure. When they went to the moon.
Yeah, they went to the moon all right after the fact with the.
They did a polygraph with Ariana Grande and they asked her if she believed in the moon landing and she said yes and it came up as a lie. She was like, I'm from Florida. Poor thing.
Oh God. Anywho, they recently I read this thing and it was like kind of insane. It was wait, I gotta pull it up because otherwise it's not accurate. Hold on. So the two astronauts went and stepped foot on the moon, but obviously they had to leave somebody back. So the one guy kind of drew the short end of the straw, and he had to don't click that because it will disconnect the microphone. He had to stay in orbit going around the moon, like kind of just watching things. So he was like the first human ever completely alone.
Oh,
like
fuck no.
the Earth, if the Earth blew
0%
up,
chance.
right? Because and this is what he said. He wrote this. This is like chilling, also kind of like profound. I am alone now, truly alone, and absolutely isolated from any known life. I am it. If a count were taken, the score would be 3 billion plus 2 over on the other side of the moon and 1 plus God knows what on this side.
I'm not doing all that. I'd kill myself. That's what I would do. You leave me alone. You leave me alone anywhere for more than 3 days. It's over for me.
No, but the thing is that like you could, even if you're alone, you could like walk, you could get somewhere and there would be other people there. He couldn't like, he was incapable.
That's what I'm
of
saying.
that.
If you leave me alone in my
That's
room for 3 days, it's
crazy.
game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would kill myself. I don't know. That's fucking insane. That is how do you draw the short straw? I don't care if we do rock paper scissors for an hour and a half and I lose every single time. I'm not staying. I'll kill everybody. I'm not staying anywhere. I'm going first and I'm going with whoever else. Call me selfish. I'm not staying on a planet by myself. Hell no.
Well, it's not the planet.
Wait, where was he? I'm really
He
confused.
was orbiting the moon in the ship. Like somebody had to stay in orbit. They couldn't.
Why though?
Because that's how you. So like they obviously sent the ship up, right?
Yeah.
But then to land on there, they like detached and like 2 of them went, and the one guy stayed in the big thing so that he could help. Like obviously, I'm assuming there was something he had to control on his end when they flew back and connected to it. So one of them had to stay back.
Nope.
You would think though that they would just send 4, but also it was 1969. I understand there was probably like weight and stuff like that, and they probably could only send 3.
Right.
And like probably just sending 1 dude to the moon is like probably not a good idea because
So why not 2? 2 people
in what
to the moon.
they did. That's what they did. 2 went to the moon and he stayed alone by himself.
No, I mean just 2 in general in the ship.
Oh.
1 on the moon, 1 in the ship.
I mean, I guess they could have did. I guess they
That
could.
way everybody's alone. If I'm gonna be alone, I want someone else to be alone too. I don't want to be alone by
If
myself.
I have to suffer, you have to suffer.
Listen, groups of 3 are never great. Because what if the other 2 are talking about me on the moon? That would literally. He wrote that beautifully profound thing. I would write like, "Them bitches
These
better not
fucking
be
bitches.
talking. They
You're
better
like
keep their fucking mouths shut. I don't know what they're saying about me.
You're like orbiting the moon, just scribbling. I know those fucking bitches are talking about me.
I'm writing in a burn book of the 2 other astronauts. I would be scared. I would literally, before they went, I'd be like, "Do you guys swear and promise on your lives not to say anything bad about me on the moon?" Like, I don't want that to happen.
It's like they're about to leave and like go off, and they're like, "All right, anything else we need to know?" And you're like, "You guys
please don't talk about me." Like, wait, seriously, guys, can we just have a moment and just take a second to just promise we won't? I'm not going to talk about you guys in here by myself. So I just want you guys to not talk about me either. Like, I just feel like we have a good dynamic going, and I wouldn't want.
They do have a good dynamic.
Like, let's just keep communication central and through all of us, and let's not let this. Groups of 3 are already difficult. Like, I love you guys, and I don't want this to be like a 2 versus 1 situation when I see you guys again.
Right. There has to be, even to this day, an interesting dynamic because they will forever have to know that he stayed back and they were on the moon and he never was.
That's how I feel every day of my life.
What? What?
I feel like the guy in orbit all the time. I am perpetually the one guy in orbit. Like, that's how I feel about everything. Anytime my mom is like talking to my siblings, I'm like, "Oh, look at me, the orbiting guy." Like, anytime I hang out with my friends and this is just for 1 second, if 2 of my friends have a conversation that I'm not involved in, when I found out my friends texted each other and not in a group chat with me all the time, even though I text them all separately, I was like, guess I'm just the orbit guy. I hate to be left out. I want to be involved in everything. Every decision that's made ever. I want to be in Congress now. Just because I'm upset that they're talking without me.
They're making decisions without you right now.
About my job.
Yeah, about our job. They're making decisions.
That's the one I should be there for.
Yeah, we should be there. We should.
I don't think anybody should be allowed to have conversations, period, that I'm not involved in. Ever. About anything.
Listen, if they could storm the Capitol over an election, I could storm the Capitol over TikTok.
I could storm the Capitol over them talking without me there. You guys having conversation without me makes me
They
sad.
like capture you and they're like, what ulterior motives did you have? And you're like, I was just
Feeling left out?
Yeah. FOMO?
Feeling excluded? Maybe the biggest ulterior motive in the entire world?
Yeah, feeling excluded. Severe FOMO. Why don't you write that down in your little notebook, bitch?
Being bullied, being left out, being excluded. How about that, guys? You ever think about that? They start apologizing.
A guy who was drunk driving recently and he ran on the highway. No, nothing severe happened. Everyone was fine. Obviously, don't drink and drive, but this guy was. And he hit the car that the vice president was in. And
Kamala?
What? Yes.
Uh-oh.
And the obviously the police were there, but then the fucking CIA and the FBI are like questioning this guy, and it's on video, and he's like so drunk that he doesn't understand like the implications right now. And this guy's like, listen, and he like knows the guy's drunk, and you could tell he's like kind of already over it and doesn't want to talk to him, obviously. And the CIA guy, he's like, listen, I'm gonna ask you some questions that are gonna sound insane, but you have to answer honestly. And the guy's like, all right, and he's like hammered, and he's like, one of the questions he was like, do you have a gun at your house or like in your car? And he's like, no. And he's like, do you have a gun? And the guy was like, no. He's like, do you have one in your room? And he's like, yeah. And the guy's like, well, okay. And then he's like, do you own a weapon? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, what kind of weapon? And the guy's like, a shotgun. He's like, okay, so you have like a concealed carry? And then the guy's like, well, my uncle gave it to me. And he's like, okay, so and it just kept getting worse and worse. And it was so funny. And then he asked him, he's like, do you have an ulterior motive to do harm? Like, are you part of any cult? And the guy's like, what?
Oh,
no, I'm not part of any cult.
Here's the thing about that. I know earlier, just about 3 minutes ago, I said I feel like I constantly feel like the one guy orbiting the moon by himself. I also constantly feel like the guy that was drunk driving, and out of all of the people in the world he could have hit, he hit the fucking vice president.
The vice president.
That's also my life. I'm not only the guy orbiting the moon by himself while my two friends are on the moon, I am also the drunk driver that went for a little joyride one time in his life, got a little buzzed, accidentally hit a car, didn't hurt anybody, but unfortunately the car that he hit was the vice president of the United States, and now he has to be questioned by the FBI.
If I was, freaking completely sober, like in the perfect state of mind, I hit the vice president's car, I'm going to start having heart palpitations in the front seat.
Honestly, I would rather hit the vice president than the president. I am regretting saying that into a microphone, but I would, just because I feel like Kamala would be like, what, you just think you fell out of a coconut tree? She would be like, she'd get out of the car like dancing and be like, it's okay, I'm fine.
Also, I'd be more afraid anyways that like I would like get in a fender bender and kill Joe on accident.
Oh, poor baby Joe would die.
He's so old and fragile.
He would also get out of the car dancing, but that's because he thinks he's somewhere else.
Yeah, he just thinks he's somewhere else.
He is somewhere else.
But he figured out how to sign the TikTok bill to ban it.
I feel like Dancing in the Moonlight is always playing in his head. Like constantly, like he is sitting.
He's honestly, I think he thinks he's on the moon.
He's sitting in the Oval Office having important meetings, and in his head it's just dancing in the moonlight. That's why he's always got that veneer smile ass on his face, because Dancing in the Moonlight is blasting his fucking ears.
Oh man, everybody with most people with veneers scare me. They some of them look like they have like the teeth like they stole them from a doll.
Joe Biden has veneers for certain.
Like they look like they stole them from
You ever seen The Annoying Orange? That's what everybody with veneers looks to me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
The Annoying Orange. I used to fucking hate that thing. It was so annoying.
You've gotten over it? You've made amends with The Annoying Orange?
No, I haven't. It the rage still persists.
I get cocky with this microphone the longer I hold it. I'm holding it like to the side. In a minute, it's going to be like dangling.
Like dangling it from up here.
I have a boom mic in a couple minutes. There's a guy there.
Okay, we have a few more news here. This one, horses, they found out.
I love horses.
Found out they can plan and think strategically.
Of course they can.
And that's fantastic for them. Because obviously it's debunking the old English proverb, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Actually, the horse could lead itself and possibly plan an attack on you while he gets to the water. They're strategic. Horses are
love
smart.
Horses, and if
what are
any...
they? Equine, right? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Equine? You ever rode a horse?
You just wanted to flex that knowledge real quick. You just wanted to be like, what are they?
Who
equine?
doesn't know that?
I would vouch to say 98% of the American people do not know what the word equine means.
But I just love it so much that it's stayed inside of my brain.
It's a great word.
I love equine.
You can go to equine therapy. Horses are very healing animals.
I've heard. I don't know how though.
They just because they can plan. Because they
actually plan a therapy session.
If you look into a horse's eyes, you can tell they're like feeling something. I'm not even kidding. Like they're like resonating with you. They're holding space for you. Like you look at a horse and the horse is like, "Hey, get on my back and I got you." You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, I guess so.
I also think horses can sense. If I was on a first date with a man, don't know why we'd be doing this, but if we went to like ride horses and his horse was mean to him, I would not continue that relationship just because I know a horse can sense a vibe. Like if a horse was like, "Get off me," I'd be like, "Oh, I also don't want him on me then." Like, cause that's something. That's saying something. Like horses, they know.
Yeah.
And if a horse tried to buck me off, I'd kill myself. What is a horse noticing about me that I don't know about?
I wouldn't even. Yeah, I feel the same way. Honestly, I feel like I wouldn't even be like, "Oh my god, I'm afraid of the horse." I'd be like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
I would feel terrible. Like I would feel like it was all my fault.
And it is. If a horse bucks you off, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, because what could that horse ever have?
I don't think we should ride
we should
horses.
go horseback riding together.
I was gonna say I don't think people should be allowed to ride horses, but I love horses. I don't know.
I think they enjoy it. Well, that's what they say about the animals at the zoo.
That's what humans tell you about them. Like, why would they want somebody on their back like that?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Why would they?
They can plan.
Strategically.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking annoying. Like,
yeah.
I don't like what humans have done to animals in general.
Oh, it says the horses adapt their approach to games that they play to get the most treats while making the least amount of effort.
I fucking love horses.
I kind of,
they're so me.
That's amazing. The least amount of work to get them. That's awesome. Anywho, two more here. We got oldest person alive right now is not loading.
106. That's my guess.
What was your guess?
106.
106.
Is that young or old?
Caroline, try again.
120.
That was a better guess.
120 is fuck. If I hit 120,
116.
She wants to go, and I know it.
Who's it? Oh wait, at 116, Ina Canabaro Lucas is now the world. She's a nun too.
Oh. She wants to
she
kind of has
to be. God is saying she's staying. God doesn't want her home.
116 is exhausting.
Oh my God! Do you think about what she's seen? World wars.
I'm 22 and I'm already like I'm tired. Like I'm not. I'm gonna stick around, but like I'm like whoa, 100.
No, I agree.
4 more of these 20 piece moments. Well, technically almost 5. Yeah, too many. Wow. Too many of them.
That's a lot to take in. Would you want to know? Here's a good question.
I know what you're gonna ask.
Yeah. Would you want to know
how or when?
Yeah.
Both.
I mean,
neither?
I wouldn't want to know how, because then I would live in if they were you're gonna trip and crack your skull on a sprinkler, I would live in fear of sprinklers forever, and I would just never use one, and I would be like, oh, I got him, and then one day somebody just
a sprinkler would fall out of the sky.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sprinkler just falls out of a window.
I'm just walking through Home Depot and it just smacks me.
I feel like I'm gonna be murdered.
Oh.
I do a little bit.
That's something you need to take it with a therapist. I mean, you're telling me.
Not in a I mean, please don't murder me, but not in a yeah, okay, you ever watch a scary movie?
No.
Okay. Every babysitter at the beginning of a movie, I look like those bitches. You know what I mean? I see myself in them. Oh. Because I too, first of all, yes, I physically look like them. I'm a blonde, early 20s girl. But also I see myself answering a phone and being like, what do you mean? What am I wearing? You can see me? Where? What do I look like? Do I look good? Come in through the back. Yeah, stop staring at me through the window. Come inside. So it probably will be a situation like that, which is okay because I'll live in infamy. Make sure they make a documentary about it.
I'll make sure. I'll make it. I'll do the documentary.
Okay.
I'll do it well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
if whoever, I feel like we have to make it, whichever one dies first, the other one has to make a documentary.
I wouldn't.
That's actually too much
I would
pressure.
do that. I'd make a documentary about
I actually don't want that on my soul. I'd take that back.
Don't die in a lame way. I don't know. You want me to make a documentary about you passing in your sleep? Short.
Okay, well,
it's
yeah,
a short
it has
film.
to be like super cool and exciting.
I would make it cool regardless. Just a bunch
Yeah.
of sick transitions.
Sick transitions and like just like
Big
really,
fucking font.
yeah.
Just you
Like
dying in
the
your sleep.
transitions are just like explosions. Like every time it's like
Yeah. I would hire like a super hot actor to play you. Brad
Yeah.
Pitt is you.
and just like I would hire Michael Bay to direct it, so just everything's blowing up just at
Yeah.
once. She was young, but she didn't know what was coming. And
But it's me getting murdered
cars
in a,
blowing
in a
up in the
house.
background.
No, I want you to make a scary movie of my death because it's going to be like that and I know it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
That's
okay.
terrible.
So it's what I get one of the Fannings to play me. Dakota or Elle.
Oh. I don't know Al. Sorry, my apologies.
You're like every man.
Sorry. Well, I don't even really know who Dakota is. I just heard the name before.
It's a popular name. it's a household name, if you will.
It's in fact a state. 2 states.
Yeah.
North and South. They have also. Anyways, yeah, I wouldn't want to live to 116. I think that's how you feel as well.
Definitely
What
not.
age do you want to live to? Say 23.
55.
Oh, what?
You say 23?
I said don't say 23.
No. Not 23.
55.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's young.
I know, but it just feels like I'm thinking in my head, like right now, like how I feel. Like, I don't know. That just feels like a lot.
I when I get my kids out of my body and then when they're like old enough for it to be okay for me to die. To not be like an
think it's ever
impactful.
okay.
Like, I don't want them to be like 8. Then it's like, oh, your mom died when you were 8. Like, that's like a heavy thing you got to carry for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
your mom
but
died when you were
it's still-
20. It's like,
I don't think it's real. I think it's still pretty traumatic.
you're an adult. No, it's traumatic. I know. I'm sorry if your mom died at 20. I'm 22, and if my mom died, I don't think I would ever be okay again. But yeah, 55, maybe 60. I don't want to be here till like 85.
That's too much. I agree with that.
so much.
I would
Like-
say like, what's the average? Like 75. That's cool.
My grandpa died at 72, and I think he was,
That's a good life.
yeah, he did the damn thing.
Yeah. 72 is a good life.
So we got to start smoking cigarettes.
Oh, that's how you do it?
That's how he did it. And also, you look super cool. Anthony and I, on the next episode, Marlboro Lights, just puffing them piece by piece. Sorry, guys. We're on
it's
a
just 'cause
time crunch.
Yeah, we're on a, yeah.
My grandpa started when he was 11. We got to catch up.
We got to catch up. Anywho, I think we're going to, hold on, wait, let me check the time. I think we're going to wrap it.
It's a fucking grim way to end.
I know, sorry. Okay, we'll do one more. You know what? Let's do one more.
I'm going to do an optimistic one to end.
Well, yeah, they found dinosaur footprints somewhere. Dinosaur Highway, they're calling it.
Dinosaur Highway.
If they ever
Wait, can I deviate from that really quick?
deviate all you want,
Do you see Donald Trump wants to like rename a bunch of shit?
don't remind me.
I saw a TikTok and also I made a draft about this. It might be posted on my TikTok by now. Yeah, he wants to rename a bunch of shit and like the American people as though we're dealing with a literal child or like
Illiterate children is what we're dealing with.
we're just like whatever, let him just keep him distracted. He can rename whatever he wants. So fucking whatever.
Just
yeah,
like,
buddy.
What did I say earlier? Just like shake a box of Cheerios and like lead them somewhere.
The Gulf of America, sure. It's like when your mom gives you a catalog as a child and it's like circle stuff that you want. We can talk to Santa about it. Like
Yeah,
we're
you
all
can
just
talk
like
to
Gulf of
Santa.
America. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, I like that one.
Anywho, rate and review on Apple and Spotify.
That was like a solid 5 seconds.
Yeah,
or
I
so.
know,
I thought I went deaf
totally-
for a second. I was really scared.
Totally blanked. Yeah, that's it. Rate, review, comment on YouTube, send it to your friends, all your friends, your family, your mother, your sister, your dog. Anybody who could listen, really. He's
He
such
whined when you said dog.
I know, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Coda, would you like to say something? And the
True.
silence is deafening.
True. I've had to pee
silence
this
is so
whole
loud.
episode. Do
Huh?
you hear what I said? I said I've had to pee this whole episode.
Oh my god. Anyways, see you guys. Oh, at the end of every episode, do you know Ric Flair? I think we did it last time, and I had to explain it to you. But he was a WWE wrestler like a long time ago, and it was like a thing where he would do 2 claps and go woo. So I do that at the end of every episode.
You're so welcome. I'm not doing that.
Okay. So we end every episode like we always do. Can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week.